Hello YouTube, welcome back to my video. So in this video tutorial series we are going to create a project which is exactly a replica of a Facebook. So what I mean to say is we'll be creating a project in Eclipse IDE using Java, where we can log in with the Facebook API, and we'll be using a home page like with all the posts and all the news feeds coming there, and our profile page, everything. Okay, so the first step we will go doing is login with Facebook using the Facebook APIs for the graph API. So I'll be showing how we can do it, how we can get the Facebook app for login in Facebook in our Java project. Okay, so previously in my other videos I have shown you how you can integrate login with using a JavaScript IDE, and how we can do it using Java in a JSP page. And in my previous videos I have shown you how you can login using a third-party REST FP API also. Okay, all the links are there in the description, you can have a look. If it's not there, just search in my videos like Facebook APIs, you will get all the videos which I have created before. Okay, so in this video we are going to create how we can integrate login with Facebook using purely on Java. It will be purely on Java and the Graph API Explorer which Facebook for developers is giving. Okay, so I have just searched Facebook developer. So this is the Facebook developer site where we have to log in with your Facebook user ID. Okay, so first of what we have to do is we have to create a Facebook app ID in Facebook for developers. So if you have not logged in, you have to log in first. So you'll get a my app section. So here I can see all apps which I have already created. So these all are my apps which I have already created. So for the demonstration I'm going to start from the scratch. So first up we are going to create a new app. Just click on add new app, and we have to give a display name. Okay, so I'm giving it as login project JSP. Okay, Java, I'm giving Java JSP. Okay, so this is our app ID which we are going to create. The display name will be this one, and my contact email ID is here. So I'm going to click create app ID. So the next step we have to put our this is the captcha. So just put the captcha and just submit it, and wait for your app to be created. So once the app is created, it will be directly redirect to the Facebook app dashboard section, where you can see the app IDs here. Okay, so the first step what we have done is we just created a Facebook app ID. Okay, Facebook app ID is the first step here. Okay, now as I told, we are going to do this project in Eclipse IDE. So I have already said my Eclipse IDE is a fresh workspace. We will be doing the project in this Eclipse. If you don't have the Eclipse IDE, just go to my videos. I have another video how you can download, install and configure Eclipse for Java developers. Okay, now in the project explorer, we are going to create a new dynamic web project in our Eclipse IDE. Okay, so to create a new workspace or new project, just go to new and just select other, where you can just search for dynamic web project. Okay, so we'll have the dynamic web project here. Just select that and press next, and we have to give the name of the project name. Okay, so I'm giving it as FB login uh, FB login project. Okay, I'm just giving it as FB login project like this, and all other, so I'm putting as default configuration. We are not going to use any specific configuration for the project. I just select FB login project and just click next and just click finish. Okay, and wait for your Java project to be created. And yes, it's created now. Now as a second step, what we have done is we just created a project in Eclipse IDE. Okay, so this is the second step which we have done now. Now, moving further, what we have to do is we'll go to the Facebook developers documentation section, where we will get an index page or an plain HTML page where we can force our users to log in through Facebook app ID. Okay, so to get that, I'm just searching like login with Facebook. I'm just searching like that. Okay, if I'm just searching like that, I think in the first link itself we'll get the Facebook login, for developers site, and where you can get the platform as the website. Just click on website, and here they're saying a lot of steps to get the login status, and to function to get enabled everything. So I'm not going to explain everything, so I'm directly going to a HTML page. Here you can see a full code example is there. This is a basic HTML page where we can ask our users to log in directly to the Facebook, and get the status if the user is already logged in the browser or not. Okay, so I'm just copying this one from here, and going to our project. In the web content section, I'm going to create a new index .jsp page. Okay, as I told you, I'm going to use JSP as the front end for our example, so we'll be moving further through JSP only. Okay, so I'm just giving the name as index.jsp, and I'm directly pasting our project completely, I mean the full code completely here. Okay, so once I save it, there is an error here. This is nothing but you have to import the http the servlet jar into the build path. Okay, so I'll show you how you can do that. Okay, so to import the servlet jar, just right click on the project where you can see the build path and configure build path. Just select on the configure build path and go to the library section where you can see add external jars. Select on there, and the jar is this one, servlet java servlet 3.jar. So this is in this location. I'm going to copy this location, go back to our Eclipse, and just paste that location here, press enter. So I'm just double clicking this one, so it will be imported to our libraries. And if I'm just pressing OK, you can see here that error should have gone. I'm just refreshing this again. Yeah, error is gone now. Okay, now in this full code index page, you can see here a section app ID is there, where you have to put your own app ID here. Okay, so we have just created, in as a first step, we have created an app like the login project. So you have the app ID here. Okay, just click on that, so it will be copied. Come back to our Eclipse IDE and just paste that here. Okay, so once you paste it, the first step is over. Okay, now let's go for running this one in and check what is the output and how this is running in a front end. Okay, so to run this, just right click on the index.jsp and select run as, and just select run on server. So it will ask for which server you are going to use. So I'm going to use Apache Tomcat 6 here. You can use anyone, so I'm going to use Tomcat 6, and I'm going to use that always. No, 6 is not supported, I think. Yeah, 6 is not supported. Just select 7 and just press next and just press browse, and then navigate to the location where you have installed your Tomcat server. So it's in my C drive, program files 86, I think. Apache Tomcat 9 and 6 is only there. So if I'm just going to here, yeah, Tomcat 7 is here, I think. Let's try opening this one. Yeah, it's okay, Tomcat 7 is there. Now if I'm just clicking finish, and it will start running your Tomcat server. So just allow access for everything and wait for your project to be started. Okay, yes, the project has been started. Now I'm going to copy this link to our browser and try running our app here. Okay, So if I'm just opening that one, you can see here the login button has come here. Okay, now if I'm just clicking this one, it will ask the user to log in, but as you can see here, there is an error coming, can't load URL. The domain is of this URL is not included in the app domains. Okay, so as per the Facebook app ID, this project is running on local host, and this local host is the domain of this app ID. Okay, so we have to add this domain or a local host 8080 to the allowed app domain of the Facebook app ID. So to do that, just copy till 8080, and you can see here in the settings where you can add the app domain, and here you can see add platform is there. Okay, first thing you have to do is you have to add the platform as a website, and copy your site URL to till the 8080 port number. Okay, add that, and now go come to the app domains and just put here localhost. Okay, just enter the localhost. So this is the app domain, and this is the site URL we have registered with our Facebook app ID. Okay, now just save the changes here, and once the save is done, now you can close this and go back to our project. And if I'm just clicking here login, you can see here it's asking us to allow access to allow access to the app to access our primary information like public profile, email ID, everything. Okay, so here I'm clicking allow or continue as Genu. So this app is allowed or authorized by user to take their profile information. Okay, so if I'm just clicking continue as, so it will be redirected back to the index page. As you can see here, it's giving a message, thanks for logging in, and this is the name of the user. Okay, so what you have to do next is we have to further ask the Facebook to get the user information like the ID and email ID and the profile image, everything. Okay, so in all these process, what internally is doing is we'll get an access token. Its access token is nothing but a randomly generated string from the Facebook saying about our it's actually an authorization for the app to get the information in an encrypted way. Okay, so I'll show you where this access token is getting generated. So this is my Chrome browser. If I'm just pressing F12, you can see here it will open the JavaScript console, where you can see here access token is being generated here. Okay, this is the access token. So this belongs to the user. I mean this belongs to the user with all the authorization for the app to get the information. Okay, so for more clarification, there is an graph API explorer which Facebook is providing us to test everything using a dynamic access token. So to demonstrate that, I'm just logging searching as graph API explorer. You can see here the fast link itself in the Facebook developer side. So this is the developers.facebook site. I'm opening this one here. As you can see here, this is a dynamic app API explorer for testing different requests which we can submit to Facebook to get the user information. Okay, so there are many documentation available in the Facebook explorer, I mean the Facebook developer page itself. Now just search for Facebook graph API. So this is the graph API, and here you can see here Facebook for developers, the graph API documentation is available there. And here you can see a section where you can get how you can use the graph API. Okay, so this is basically all the documentation section which we can use to get the information as I told. Okay, so it's saying like it's a primary way to get data from Facebook graph, and it's a HTTP based API. Okay, so there is no another third party API, so we are straightly sending HTTP request to Facebook to get the information. Okay, so the basic one they are saying like we can pass a get request and slash me itself. So I'll show you how we can use it. So slash me means it will return the basic information. So let's try slash me only here. So this is a slash me. If I'm just submitting that one, you can see here the name and ID is coming here. Okay, so as it is saying like we can pass the field value, field name also. So what all the field to be returned. Okay, so if I'm just copying this one from here and pasting directly here with all the fields, if I'm submitting this one, you can see here the ID is coming here, and ID is there, name is there, and my profile picture path is there. Okay, so this is my profile picture path. If I'm just opening that in a new tab, you can see here this is a profile picture path. Okay, so we can get all other information like one by one. If I'm just submitting again, you can see here my birthday is coming here, and the email also is coming here, everything is coming here. Okay, so email, yeah, email is not authorized to get. So if I'm just clicking authorizing my authorizing my app to get my email details, if I'm just clicking again get access request, I'm just clicking continue, and if I'm submitting again, this should come. The email is again vanished from here. Let me try adding email here. If I'm submitting here, you can see here my email is also coming here. Okay, so as I told, this is a basic HTTP request which we can use through the web browser also to get the information. So I'll show you how you can use through web browser. You can see here the get code section is here. I'm clicking the get code, and these are all the codes in different languages. So I'm going to get the HTTP request. So I'll be using CURL. So copying this one to a notepad here, and they are saying this is the get request we have to pass through URL. So I'm just copying all that from here, and if I'm just pasting in through my HTTP request itself, I'm just clicking enter, you can see here my information is coming here. Okay, so this is how you can pass pass as a simple HTTP request to get the information. So programmatically from our Java code itself, we can pass this HTTP request to get the information of the user. So we are going to follow that way, and yeah, let's try, and let's go back to our project and make some code to pass a HTTP request programmatically using Java. Okay, as the first step in our Facebook login project, we have to get the access token dynamically from the user. Okay, so I have already explained how we can get that in my previous video, in the video named login project using REST-FB API. So I'm going to get the code directly from there. So to get that, just search for, go into my project, and I'm just going to my website, and I'm just searching rest fb, and let's see, yeah, here it is, the code integrate login with Facebook using rest fb API. I'm going to get the index page from here because I have changed something in the page. I have changed the code little bit. The process is that like when the user signed in with the Facebook app API, just what I have shown here. Once the signing is successful, it will get the access token from the user and forward the access token to a page known as signin control.jsp. So if you want to get this well explained, I have the video. The video is this one, login with the rest of VAP Facebook 01. I have the link in the description, you can just check. I have explained what is the use of this one. I'm directly copy pasting the code from here. I'm copying the code from here and coming back to our I'm just first copying the app ID from here and coming back to the page. Copy this from here. I'm just reverting all the things with the new code, and I'm updating the app ID in the section here, this one, fill app ID here. Okay, just paste the app ID here. Okay, yes, I have just updated the code. Let me restart the server here. I'll show you what it is going to do. Okay, so let me refresh this one. So if I'm refreshing this one, we can see here it should be redirected back to, okay, I'm press this. Okay, it is actually redirecting to sign controller.jsp. The pop-up coming there was actually the token. You can see here alert response access token is there. I'm commenting that one now here so that each time it won't come. Okay, so basically it is forwarding to signing controller.jsp. I'm not going to uh, I'm not going to explain everything now. I have in the previous video I have explained what is this, why we are using signing controller. Okay, I'm directly copying the signing controller also from this page, copying this directly from here, and pasting it here in a new JSP page. Okay, so I'm create new JSP page, and I'm giving the name exactly the signing controller.jsp, and copying all the page from directly from here to here. Okay, I'm just pasted everything, and here you can see we are using two. Okay, I'm removing this from here so that we'll just print the access token in this page. Okay, so I'm just printing the access token here, and just giving the name as access token. Okay, yes, now what I'm going to do is I'm just refreshing this page. You can see here I'm just printing the access token which we have got now. Okay, so using this access token we'll send http request to get to the graph API explorer. As I told, the graph API explorer we can use to get we can use to send the http request to get the user information. Okay, so further we are going to do as such way that you will use this access token get the information.